Class 10 ICSE MCQ Chemistry Paper 1, question 1 to 10 solved. Hello my class 10 students. This is the Chemistry MCQ paper of a preliminary examination of a reputed ICSE school. I shall be solving this paper so that you will know how to answer the MCQ examinations. This video has a solved question 1 to 10. Click the link below to get the full solved paper. Okay, so shall we begin? Question 1. A solution has turned colorless phenolphthalein to pink. The pH of the solution is approximately. Now, in order to know whether it is alkaline or acidic, we need to know all the indicators which change the color. So we have neutral litmus, which goes purple to red to blue. Methyl orange goes from orange to pink to yellow. Phenolphthalein goes colorless, pink. And alkaline phenolphthalein becomes pink to colorless to pink. Okay, now here this is colorless phenolphthalein. So this is what we are looking for. Colorless has turned pink. Now your first column is for the neutral solution. This one is for acidic and this is for alkaline. So colorless has turned pink, which means it is an alkali. Now, alkali means pH is going to be greater than 7. So, which one of these? This will be acidic, this will be acidic, this is neutral, and this is greater than 7. So, this is our choice. Question 2. Which of the following properties does not match elements of the halogen family? Halogen family is group 17 or 7A, and they are going to be having 7 electrons. Because it is group 7A, so this is correct, so we cannot take this. They are highly reactive, yes, they have high electron affinity, high electronegativity, so this is also correct, so we can't take this. They are metallic in nature? No, they are non-metallic in nature. So which one does not match the halogen family is this one. Let us look at the fourth option. They are diatomic in their molecular form. Yes, they are diatomic. Look at chlorine. So it will be Cl2, Br2. So this is also correct. So this is not the option. The correct option is the third one. Third question. Na2HPO4 is an example of which type of salt? Now, can you see this H over here? Which means in its aqueous solution, it will have H1 plus, which will give us H3O1 plus in the solution, which means it will impart acidic property, so it will be the acid salt. Where is acid salt? Here. So this is a correct option. It's not complex, not basic, it is not normal salt. Question 4. The vessel in which electrolysis of lead bromide is carried out. Now lead bromide is carried out in silica crucible because it has to withstand high temperature. Because lead bromide has melting point of 380 degrees C. Alright, so none of these are otherwise right except for this. Question 5. An application of electrolysis in which metals containing impurities are purified. Now, metal containing impurities is made pure, which means it will be refining taking place. So it will be electro-refining. Not electroplating, not electrometallurgy. Electrometallurgy is going to extract the metal from its ore. So it is not the metal which is impure made pure. So electrorefining is the correct option. Question number 6. Which gas is evolved when acids react with metals? Now when dilute acids react with metal, these metals are going to be active metal. So if you take an example of zinc and let us say it reacts with dilute HCl, the metal zinc which is above H will displace hydrogen and it will combine with Cl. It will give us a salt and it will liberate hydrogen gas. So which of these this is the correct option. Okay, now let us look at the other options. When will dilute acid liberate carbon dioxide? If it has something like a carbonate. So if I have Na2CO3, then if we have HCl dilute, then we will have this type of reaction taking place. 2Na will take 2Cl, it will become 2NaCl, and plus H2CO3 means it will be H2O plus CO2 up arrow. Remember, H2CO3 always gives H2O and CO2 in a chemical reaction. So when it is carbon dioxide, I will have carbonate. Hydrogen, as you have seen, with active metals. These metals have to be active metals. Then they will displace this hydrogen from the acid. N2, no, we cannot have N2 and O2 liberated with acid. Okay, N2 liberated will be your ammonia reacting with chlorine. Okay, that liberates nitrogen, and the other one is your ammonium dichromate reaction. Okay, so some of these special reactions will liberate N2 as a gas in the reaction, but otherwise for active metal with acid it will liberate H2. In electroplating, the metal to be plated on the article is treated as, now whether it will be cathode, anode, both, electrolyte, these are the choices for us. Now remember, the metal to be plated on the article. So if you look at the electrolytic cell, if you are confused about it, just show this being cathode and this being anode. Little bit of working can help you in avoiding making silly mistakes. So let us take copper sulfate. All right, now copper sulfate is going to dissociate in aqueous solution, giving you Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus. H2O is going to dissociate into H1 plus and OH1 minus. So these are the cations. These cations are going to cathode. All right, so for your cathode you have to take the article to be electroplated. But where will the metal which is to be plated on the article, where will that metal be? The metal will have to be anode. So here we will have to take thick bar of copper. Why? Because as the solution is going to decrease in Cu2 plus ions because they are getting discharged here, this copper is going to lose 2 electrons and become Cu2 plus. This is going to go into the solution, replacing this Cu2 plus which is deposited at the cathode. So the metal to be plated on the article is anode, and the option is this. Now whenever we have electrolysis or electroplating or electrorefining, make sure that you draw a rough diagram like this and understand. Otherwise, we tend to make silly mistakes. Okay. Question number 8. The metallic electrode which does not take part in the electrolytic reaction. Now, copper will take part. Just now I showed you where copper sulfate was the electrolyte. Copper became active. Silver also will be active in silver plating. Nickel also will be active when it is electroplating with nickel on an article. But platinum, it is right at the bottom of the EC series. This is not going to take part in any reaction. So this is going to be the one which will be inert electrode. So metallic electrode which does not take part in the electrolytic reaction, that is actually the inert electrode. So our answer is platinum. Question 9. Electrolysis is an example of oxidation, reduction, redox reaction, synthesis. Now let us take one simple example. Let us take PbBr2. PbBr2, you know, it dissociates into Pb2 plus 2Br1 minus, correct? Now at the cathode, Pb2 plus will migrate. It will gain 2 electrons and it will become lead atom, and Br1 minus will lose 1 electron and that will become Br, but it has to become Br plus Br, which is Br2. So this all must take place in your mind. If you cannot do this in your mind, write it down like this. Now, can you see over here, this is 2 electrons are gained, and here 2 multiplied by this, 2 electrons are lost. So this is where oxidation has taken place, and this is gain of electron. Because of this plus sign, this is going to be reduction. Now remember, bromine ion loses electrons and lead ion gains those electrons. So you will see that this reaction, reduction and oxidation, is taking place simultaneously, and therefore it is a redox reaction. Are you getting it? Is it becoming simpler? Remember, this working can be done mentally, or you may be given the paper on which you have to show the working. You can use that. Use the pencil to write this down so that you can have clarity of thought, and then you can get the correct options marked. Okay? Question number 10. What determines the basicity of an acid? Now, what does basicity mean? Isn't it the number of hydrogen ions which are present in the aqueous solution of the acid? So let us take an example. If you find this a little confusing, HCl, if you take, it's an acid, right? So it will dissociate into H1 plus Cl1 minus. This will combine with water and it will become H3O1 plus. And then we say that basicity is the number of hydrogen ions per molecule of an acid in its aqueous solution. If you know your definition well, then you will know, is it number of atoms per molecule? Now in this molecule, is this the atom or is it the ion? Definitely not the atom. Number of hydroxide ions per molecules. Now hydroxide is OH1 minus. This is present in an alkali in the aqueous solution. Okay, so definitely this also is not the option. The number of ionizable hydrogen ions per molecule. Now ionization has taken place and we have got the hydrogen ion. So it is correct, this one. Fourth option, number of ionizable hydroxide ions. Now OH1 minus will be for the alkali, so this also is not the option. So the correct option is this. Now I'm going to solve the rest of the paper, but it's going to be available for you, for your understanding, to get your full marks. Don't miss that chance. Click the link below to get the full solution of this entire paper. Okay, I'm going to end this video over here. Click the link below to get the solution of the entire paper. And in the meantime, prepare yourselves well, stay healthy, stay safe, and all the best for your exams. Bye.